G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tim, and in today's video we're going to be talking about LEGO Modulars and if they are a good investment or not. Let's go. Right everyone, so this is a little bit of a spreadsheet that I have made up for specifically the LEGO Modulars as we're talking about in this video. Now I've listed all the sets from the first one being Cafe Corner all the way to the most current one being Boutique Hotel. Now I've also done a bit of a more information on them, such as the set number, the release date, the retirement date, how many, this here in the shelf life, this one here is how many months that they were on the shelves for, so how long you had to buy them at retail price. This was the retail price of the sets. This is in Australian dollars as well. I'm just going to actually, I'll write that all in AUD. So all in Australian dollars, so these are the retail prices. This is the current value. Take it with a grain of salt. I did a bit of research on both Bricklink, Brick Economy, eBay, all of that type of stuff, just to try and get a rough current value. This is the ROI, so the return on investment, and this is the years, how long they've been retired for. Now I just wanted to create this video just to see if there's a bit of a trend, if the LEGO Modulars are a good thing to invest in. So let's get started, and we'll have a look at the very first one, which was the Cafe Corner, which is this one right here. This set was released in April of 2007. It retired in December 2009, which it was out for 32 months, which is just shy of 3 years. You could buy it for $250, and it now sells for about $4,500. These are all sealed as well, by the way. They're not used; they're all brand new in box. Which is a return on investment of 1,700%, which is amazing. It has been retired for 12 years though. The next one here, which is actually the best return on investment set. You can claim Market Street as a modular or not. It's kind of an iffy one, but you know it isn't. But anyway, Market Street here, released in October 2007, retired on June 2009. So it was out for 20 months, so not even 2 years. You could buy it for $130 here in Australia, and it's now worth $5,000, which is a 3,700% return on investment, which is amazing. And that the same has been retired for about 12 years now. Green Grocer was out for 33 months, now worth $2,600, 1,100% ROI. So the very first three originals would have been a fantastic investment back in the day. Fire Brigade, I'm not going to break them down all individually completely because the information will be here for you guys to pause and read. But it was out for 50 months, so longer than the last three, and its current value $1,000, which is a 233% ROI. We're going to start seeing a trend here, especially with the shelf life and the current values. Green Emporium was out for 55 months, now worth $690, 176% ROI. Pet Shop, 66 months, so that's the one that's been out the most so far that we've gone through, and that's only grown by about 30% return on investment. Town Hall was out for 31 months, return on investment of 326%. Palace Cinema out for 56 months, 125% return on investment. Obviously if it's 100 or more, we're doubling our money, because that's what we want. We usually, the goal is to buy a set for it to retire, and in 12 to 18 months we want to at least double our money. Anyway, Parisian Restaurant here was out for 71 months, so out of all the modulars, Parisian Restaurant was out the most. And we can see here that it's now worth $460 for an 84% return on investment. Detective's Office was out for 47 months and is now worth $550 for a 136% return on investment. Brickbank, 34 months, now worth $780, so more than the last ones, even though it hasn't been retired for as long. That's because if we look at the shelf life here, compared to the last few here, which was 56, 71, and 47, this is only out for 34 months, and that's why it's worth a bit more money and the return on investment is high. Assembly Square is still available. The retail is $400. You can get it for cheaper. I think it's from Kmart or Target here in Australia. You can get it for about $290 or so, I think. Downtown Diner, which was out for 34 months. It's only been retired for about a year and a half, and it's already got a 60% return on investment. Corner Garage, which is the most recent modular that has retired. It was out for 35 months. It retired probably about 4 months ago now, and it's already got 30% return on investment. So if that keeps going the way it is, that's on track to make the 100% ROI in 12 to 18 months or so, which is great. And then the last 3 sets here, which you can still get them at retail. Now, a bit of news: the bookshop was scheduled to retire at the end of this year. Apparently, it's not anymore. Apparently, it's been pushed back and it's going to retire at the end of 2023. So that would put this set to be the shelf life, come the end of its run, at about 46, 47 months, which is about 4 years, which puts it in line with like a detective's office, a little bit less than a cinema, but more than Brickbank. But anyway, we'll get back to these trends of the ROI and the current value and stuff. If you would have already noticed, the shelf life plays a major part with all LEGO sets, but like especially these modulars. So we can see that the earlier ones, which are out for 32, 20, and 33 months, obviously they have been out for a lot longer, but their ROI is a lot more. Then we can see here that the Fire Brigade was out for 50 months, and it's only worth $1,000. 233% return on investment. It's still okay, but for after 8 years, you want more than that. So the trend is that the longer a set is out for, in the long term, the less money it's going to be valued at, and the lower return on investment compared to a set that was out for a shorter period of time. So, like here, the Town Hall is already it retired at the same time as Grand Emporium, but it is worth pretty much, it's worth double than what Grand Emporium is. And that's because of the shelf life. The shelf life played a major part in it. And as we can see, if we have a look at Town Hall, which was out for about 31 months, it's grown 326% in 7 years. So I could see kind of a similar trend, especially with the Brickbank here, the Diner, and the Garage, because they were out for the 34, 35 months, about that, just shy of 3 years, which is the same trend as the Town Hall. That's not to say that these other sets are going to do good, which were here, but compared to the sets that are out for less, like a shorter period of time, they are going to do better. As history will tell us with LEGO sets and with the modulars, that the shorter they're out for, the higher return on investment and the more value they're going to be worth in the long run, and that's what we want. Because depending on what type of seller you are, if you're going to buy a set, you're going to hold on for 12 months and you want to flip it, or if you're a long-term investor, you're going to buy a set, hold on for 5 years, and then sell it. The modulars seem to be more of a long-term investment thing rather than a short-term flip. But anyway, so this is the spreadsheet I've made. I'm just going to pause it just right here for a second so you guys can pause and have a look if you want yourselves. But in conclusion, like the modulars, they are a good investment, but you just got to pick the right ones. So Assembly Square released in January 2017. And again, I think that was scheduled to retire this year, but I think it's been extended again because of the popularity. So if that was to retire, even at the end of this year, that's nearly 6 years it's been out for. And that's going to be more months than what the pet shop here. And as we can see, the pet shop has only grown 30% in 5 years. So Assembly Square, in my opinion, I'd stay away from. It's been out for too long. The bookshop, it was supposed to retire at the end of this year. It still could, but the rumours are that no, it's not. It's been pushed back to 2023, which is going to give it kind of a 47-month run, which is similar to the detective's office. So if we were comparing bookshop to Corner Garage is going to do more better than bookshop in the long term anyway. Police station and boutique hotel, we still don't know on an actually confirmed retirement date for those, but I wouldn't be buying them anyway because the modulars seem to have an average run of a minimum shelf life of 3 years. So given that, the police station will probably retire at the end of 2023. It could be extended, it could be shorter, we don't know for sure, because LEGO can just change their minds like that. Like the bookshop was on the retirement list for the end of this year, and they've just turned around and said, nah, we're going to extend it for another year. They've done the same with that for a few other sets, including the Winnie the Pooh and I think Venom, if I'm not mistaken. But again, they could change that again if they wanted. But anyway, this was just a video about the LEGO Modulars, the history of them. Are they worth money? Yeah, they are. Are they a good investment? Yes, but you've got to choose wisely. Stay away from the sets that have been out for a longer time and target the ones that are only going to be out for that 3 month. The 3 year. So like the Brick Bank would have been a great investment. The Downtown Diner, I still think, is going to go well in the long term. And the Corner Garage, I think, is going to be on the similar path as a Brick Bank because it is a corner. But that will be another video where we're going to be comparing the modulars from just like a normal street view modular. So like that's like your detective's office, your Parisian restaurants, and your police stations, compared to your corner ones like your Grand Emporiums. What else you got? Your Brick Banks and your Corner Garages and stuff like that. It seems to be that the corners do better, especially in the recent sets. But anyway, we'll see how that goes in the next video. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, you learned something, please leave a like, subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel. I'm going to try and, as I said in the previous one, try and bust out about 3 to 4 a week. And if there's anything you guys want to talk about, please let me know, and I'll do my best to give you what you want. Anyway, talk soon. Bye.